Hey, it's Lee, and I'm here with another Pickups video. I went a little nuts today. Well, I didn't go as nuts as I thought I would, but it was my pay week, and I tend to go a little bit bigger on those days. So I'll show you everything I picked up. I went to two different places today. One of the places is a used CD store. I actually went to kind of its partner store last week and did okay. I bought a couple things there. But this one had better stock, weirder stuff. One of the games I bought was this. This is Kim Possible, What's the Switch? I heard that it's a very good platformer. It was super cheap. It was I think it was $5. And I've heard very good things. It's a decent cartoon. I actually watched the show, but yeah, it looks like just kind of like a cel-shaded graphics, maybe a beat 'em up. I can't even tell. I thought it was a platformer. Whatever. Move it out of the way. For $5, I'll try it. And then they had a bunch of Sega CD games, and they had a couple higher end ones that I only noticed after the fact. I'd already spent quite a bit of money, and I'll show you why later on. But this is what I ended up with. So I got Double Switch, which looks like one of those full motion video games. It looks like crap, to be honest with you, but that's why you get a Sega CD. It's to play those crap full motion video games. And similarly, well, not full motion video, but this is Thunderstrike. I think it's AH3 Thunderstrike. This looks like kind of a first person shooting thing. Not too much enthusiasm, but man, the condition of these games is perfect. They look brand new, so even if I don't like the games, I've got brand new, beautiful cases that I can replace for other games. And again, these two games were $9 a piece, and for $9 a piece, I'll make that deal all day. The case alone is almost worth that much nowadays with Saturn and Sega CD cases. So then, on top of that, I actually thought I got something else, but cool, I forgot what I bought. I got this, which is D2. And D2 is the sequel to D, I believe, which is kind of a survival horror type game. Halloween's coming up fairly soon. I always tend to go with darker titles around that time. So this is a good little start. This is not a cheap game by any means. I paid $50 for it, so I think that's pretty much going rate. I don't think I got a deal in any way. But I was in a spendy mood, and they didn't have the kind of really big titles I was looking for, so whatever. D2, that's a big expense for me. And then I got this, which is ActRaiser 2. Now, D2 was from a game store, by the way, as was this game. They had another one on the shelf that was in horrible shape, but thankfully they gave me this one, which is in way better shape, for the exact same price. And ActRaiser 2, I don't actually have ActRaiser 1, but this was reasonably priced. I think it was about $30, and I believe that is slightly below retail at most places. So that's a lot of games, especially for considering how I've been fairly economical of late. Now, I do have some non-game pickups. I don't know how anxious I am to show this, but these were in the cheap stack of games of CDs at the store, and I still buy CDs. This I didn't really buy for my collection. I'm kind of feeling weirdly nostalgic for it. This is Craig David. He's a British R&B singer, and this album came out, I believe, in 2001. And my roommate used to play this all the damn time in university. This first year university, and I couldn't escape this album. But like 10 years later, I kind of started humming the songs in my head, and I said, you know what? It wasn't that bad an album. It was actually a pretty good R&B album. I don't really like R&B that much, but you know what? I bought it so I can toss in in my CD player in my van while I'm shopping for games. Maybe one playthrough, and I probably will toss it back the store's way for free. I also saw this. This is Not a Surf. And this is one of their, well, not older albums, but a fairly old album. And it has one song that I really like, and for some reason I just decided to buy the album for it. And it's Popular. Popular is one of these weird songs where they kind of talk through it. It's weird. I can't really explain it, but that's fine. And again, I got this album, which is from a singer that most people who aren't Canadian will not really know. This guy had a bunch of hits that I didn't care for. But on this album, he had one song that for some reason was so much better than anything else he'd ever done that I really love, and you can't even find it online. I've tried to download it. It's impossible unless you go through iTunes, and I hate iTunes. So I bought this album. I'm just going to rip it onto my computer. I'm really happy to have it. The song's called Oh Shelley, in case you ever have a chance to. I think there's a live version of it where you can kind of see the guy singing it in some kind of school gymnasium or something like that. But my sister and I used to like the song, so I bought the album. So yeah, those are my pickups. So, 3 CDs that I barely care for. So I don't know why you should. But some pretty decent titles at decent prices, I think. So yeah, 2 Sega CD games. My Sega CD collection is by far my weakest. My weakest, excuse me. So I'm glad to add 2 titles. The Kim Possible game. I already have my PlayStation 2 plugged in, so I'm going to give it a try. Might as well. D2 kind of goes with the Halloween theme. And ActRaiser 2, a game that I've had on my list for a long time. And I intend to add the first one to my collection soon. So I thought that was a really good price, though. $30. I suspect it was a really good deal. So yeah, that's my pickups for the week. I don't expect to have as long a video next time. I'm certainly not going to have as much money. Alright, thanks for watching.